All right, so whoever buys this property is gonna be able to fight the bank when the bank starts the foreclosure. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is the reason why I also mark that property in green on my screen. Now let's look at it's what it's worth and what is our strategy with this property. Okay, I will tell you what the strategy is basically. When you see a property like that, and you can get it cheap, like maybe for $10,000 or $20,000, okay, at best. I don't know what it's gonna come to the auction today, but back in 2009, 10, 11, I used to buy this property for $5,000, $6,000, and rent them for about 5 or 6 years, recouping my investments within the first 6 to 8 months, and then making 100% profit by renting the property. And that should be the ultimate goal of anybody who's looking to buy HOA foreclosures. You also have to bear in mind that you're gonna have to to hire a foreclosure defense attorney at the same time. So when I'm looking at this property, what I'm seeing is basically I'm seeing a really nice property, and I want to know more or less my calculation would be what can I rent it for. Okay, so let's say I can rent it for. I need to check what's the market rent for it, and for $350,000. Okay, let's just take a kind of like a rough guess here, okay? And say this property can be rented for $2,200, okay? It makes sense, it's worth $350, it's beautiful community, it's probably 4 or 5 bedrooms, gated. And your strategy would be, what would be my break even if I buy this property? How much can I pay, okay? And how long would it take me to break even? When you're paying this HOA right now, you're actually paying the HOA debt. So the HOA is not gonna come after you. You're satisfying somebody else's debt, and your HOA bill is gonna be current. So you already not gonna have a problem with the HOA. The HOA is gonna love you. You're gonna pay the $7,000 judgment, and you're gonna get title to that property, okay? And then you can basically live in that property, right? If you wanna just save money on rent, and that's what I'm doing. I'm living in one of my properties after I rented for 5 years. I took over that property, and I'm saving on my own ownership cost, basically. It cost me about $1,100 to live in a $4,000 apartment if I were to rent it. So in other words, I'm making $3,000 equity every single month, but not paying it, okay? So on the course of 1 year, it's $36,000. And I've been in this property since 2014. So just imagine how much equity I already accumulated by keeping the property, only keeping it and turning it into an asset or using it myself by saving money, which is very, very important to understand. So whoever is going to buy this property, let's say my calculation nowadays would be to break even after 1 year, because foreclosures are faster. It's not like back in the days when they're like 300 foreclosures every single day, and the banks didn't know what's going on with them, and they took the time and all that stuff. Now they're coming a little bit faster to foreclose, and you gotta really have to have an attorney and know the law in order to keep the property for years. So my calculation would be $2,200, let's say, if I make a profit multiple 12 equal to $26,000. That's basically what's gonna be my bid here if I were to buy this property, because I know as a fact, okay, I haven't checked that property, I haven't seen its condition, I don't know what it needs more than just that. But if my top bid would be $22,000 and I'd be able to rent it in a less than market price, okay? If I'm getting $2,200, the rent market price is probably $2,700. The reason for that is because I want to be the most competitive in the market. I want to rent the property fast, and I want to recoup my investment. I don't care about anything else. It's not my property. I don't really own it. I only own its position. So for me to turn it into an asset, I have to actually beat everybody else's prices in the market and get the most attraction to that property, no matter what its condition is, because I wanna get the tenant inside of that property as soon as possible so I can recoup my investment. And that's basically my ultimate goal once I buy an HOA foreclosure, if I don't want to live in that foreclosure. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna look at another HOA foreclosure as another case study here. this one over here. It's another foreclosure that it's coming, and I marked it in red. The reason I mark it in red is if I go to the property appraisal, okay, let's say, and I see the warranty deed was since 2005, and I'm gonna search from that date. I'm gonna take the owner's name here, and I'm gonna do the same thing, and I'm gonna do list pending search against that property. I will see that there is a bank foreclosure in 2018 over here, black on white. So you can see the bank already started a foreclosure here, and that's exactly what I was talking about. That's the thing you should we should not be buying, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. That's one of the things you should never be buying, because the bank already started the foreclosure, and they might be scheduling their sale for next month, and you buy it today, next month they're gonna take all your money. As simple as that. And if you want to see what stage this foreclosure is, even if it was filed in 2018, which is about a year ago in November. So it's been going on for 1 year already. So you see how long it takes for a foreclosure to happen? Let's see if it's even contested. Let's see if anybody is fighting it. All right. So here we go. Yes, the case is active. There is a active foreclosure. It's been going on for a while. And if I want to see the complaint of the foreclosure, I can go here. And I just want to see that I'm not missing the auction that I want to show you. I'm not. Okay, so if I want to see the complaint, the whole complaint of the auction, okay, to see exactly what he owes, who are the other parties of interest to that lawsuit, what's the story behind this problem, I can actually go and read the complaint, and I can see what they are asserting, okay, what equity they are trying to claim. And as you can see, they're saying that he executed a mortgage in 2005, and that mortgage hasn't been paid, and he owes $55,000 since May 1st, 2018. So for me to see that information, it's already telling me that I should not go for this property. Why I should not go for this property? First of all, the lease pendens was filed. Lease pendens was filed. Okay, second thing, this property is only worth like $60,000 at best. Some are even selling for $48,000. So if he owes $57,000 or $55,000 since 2018, okay, so obviously there is no equity in this property. So there is no equity, and you cannot be indispensable party because the bank already started a foreclosure, and this property is only worth $60,000, and the HOA is asking for $15,000. They're basically asking like 30% of what this property is worth. So nobody should ever actually say asking for $18,000. I'm sorry, the $15,000 and the bid is different because the plaintiff had extra expenses, so they can always make their judgment bigger. So this should be a very nobody should buy this property. This is gonna be a yes. People are gonna bid on this property, and we're gonna see that the sale is coming up in 2 sales after this one. And I'm expecting this one to go in now prices, in today's prices, maybe up to $25,000, even $30,000.